back to my channel. So do we notice something different? So I got my hair done yesterday and I actually get lots of questions about my hair. So I thought I'll sit down and tell you guys exactly what I get done and show you the whole process. I get my hair done at Viju Salon in Melbourne CBD. So I'll leave their Instagram below so you guys can check it out if you're interested. But in summary, I got 2 rounds of bleach, 1 hair color and a cut, and I'm really happy with how everything turned out. The color I got is kind of like a cool tone silver gray. And first of all, if you have dark hair or really dark Asian hair specifically, then you definitely need to bleach your hair if you want a very cool tone color or anything that's like pastel or very light. I think there's no way around it because in the past I've been to salons and they claim that they can get me the color I want without bleaching, and they were lies because it just never turns out right. So you definitely need to bleach your hair if you want this color, and bleaching your hair does damage it, but then there are ways that you can kind of minimize it at this stage. But you kind of need to accept it that if you bleach your hair's not going to be the same as it was, but you get like really cool color. So I gotta compromise, but you know, I think it's fine. I've been bleaching my hair for the past 7 or 8 years. I know it's a really long time, and each time I just tell myself I need to stop, but you know, we are still here today. So I personally don't think bleaching is really that bad for your hair. There are just ways that you need to sort of maintain it, and I'll share that later in the video. So this is what my hair looked like before, and as you guys can tell, my hair was pretty long and I had a lot of regrowth because I haven't done my hair since April, and it got really brassy over time because I just kind of gave up trying to maintain it with Purple shampoo over the last couple of weeks, and I just constantly had my hair in a bun, and I was kind of like over my hair. I was like, okay, we need to do something about this, and so this is why my hair looks like that. But yeah, I'm really into it. So when we first got there, they started cutting my hair because there's no point in dyeing your hair when you're gonna cut it off. So we got that done, and then we jumped into the first round of bleaching. So when you're bleaching your hair, I highly recommend requesting for Olaplex if it's available. It is a product that's formulated to actively protect and rebuild your hair as it's being bleached, because as you're bleaching your hair, it is like stripping your hair of all its colors. So it's obviously damaging your hair, but it is a way to minimize any further damage on your hair. And I personally think it really makes a difference because in the past I have bleached my hair without Olaplex, and your hair gets way more fragile and it just snaps out really easily. So yeah, so definitely request for Olaplex. The first round of bleaching, they do it in sections. So with my hair, I had my roots, and then the midsection here was like more like a brown color. It was bleached in the past, but not a lot, so it still had like a kind of brown undertone, and then the ends of my hair has been bleached for a long time, so that section requires the least amount of bleaching. So they started off with the mids and then they moved to the roots. So when they apply the bleach to the roots, that is the part that requires the least amount of time to process. The bleach is in contact with your scalp. It does hurt a little bit, but it is completely normal, so don't freak out. And then they move to the ends of the hair. Wash off the bleach, you end up with this sort of yellowy blonde hair. And when I first saw it, this reminds me of Kylie Jenner's photo that she just posted as herself as Barbie. Like, it was giving me Barbie vibes, but that's not the look I'm going for. With dark Asian hair, the undertone of it is naturally like a warmer red tone, and that's why when you bleach it, it turns to orange and then yellow. So some parts of my hair still had patches of orange, and then the rest was like a yellow blonde. Before we went into part 2 of bleaching my hair, they actually put Olaplex number 2 in my hair, which is like a cream conditioner kind of consistency, and it is made to restore the strength and structure of your hair because it just got bleached, so it obviously got a little bit weaker. With round 2 of bleaching, they really focused on areas that still had a bit of darkness, so I had patches of orange all throughout my hair, so they really focused it on that area. And then after that, they covered my whole head in bleach again, and not gonna lie, it hurt a little bit more this time because my scalp already went through like 1 time of bleach, so the second time it kind of stung a little bit, but not too bad. Oh, and they also sprayed on this like an oil spray on my scalp, and it's meant to protect your scalp so it doesn't hurt as much, and I think it really helped because back in the day it would be so painful that like I wouldn't be able to talk, like I'll be fine, but as soon as the bleach touches my scalp, I'm like that oil spray thing really helps with like protecting your scalp, but obviously it still does hurt a little bit. but it's fine. So then after that, the bleach gets washed off and then you get like a lighter kind of yellowy light blonde. And then this is when you can finally go in and apply the color. They actually did a few strand tests to make sure that I get the color that I want. And yeah, so they apply it all throughout your hair and then you just gotta wait for it to process. Because I was going for quite a light color, I think because I already got 2 rounds of bleaches, like the final part of them putting the color on my scalp like that really hurt. I was just sitting there and then I think they could tell because my face was like, and they're like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm fine. But then like deep down I was hurting, okay? But I think my scalp is just, sometimes maybe it's just a little bit weak. So then after they finally did all that, my hair got washed and finally you get this color. So they dried and then Emma, who's the person who cut my hair, trimmed it a little bit more and also curled it, and I'm really happy with how everything turned out. So yeah, that is all the steps that it takes to get this hair color. It doesn't sound as complicated when I sit down and just talk about it, but in total it took like 7 hours to get all this done. A lot of it is just like waiting for things to develop. The team at VEDREW is like really great. You can tell they have a lot of attention to detail and they really make sure you get the hair color that you want. If you're planning on doing this hair, just clear out your whole schedule for the day because you will not be doing anything else but getting your hair done, and make sure you have something to eat before you go there because that is a long time. And then I made that mistake because I was hungry, but luckily they gave me some snacks and then my boyfriend bought me some Starbucks. In terms of aftercare, they recommended that I not wash my hair for the next 3 days, so that really allows the color to sort of sink into your hair so they can stay a little bit longer. Now keep in mind, when you have this sort of color, any kind of light colorway where your hair has been bleached, the color does fade pretty quickly, but it is completely normal and it's not like your fault or the salon's fault, anyone's fault. It's just how it is, so you need to accept that. But there are ways you can maintain it, and one of them is using purple shampoo. Now I've tried a lot of purple shampoo. The one I'm using at the moment is from Fanola. It's pretty good, and the other one that I would recommend is from this brand called Striga or Strega. You can buy it online. I'll list it in the description bar below, and it is pretty strong though. So when I used to use that, my hair would turn like a light lilac color, and people used to ask me like, did you just get your hair done? And I'm like, no, it's my shampoo. So that one's pretty effective, but just keep that in mind. And also in terms of at-home treatments, I have this Olaplex number 3, and it says here it is not a conditioner, it is a bond builder, and you're meant to use this before you shampoo your hair on damp hair, and you put it all over, leave it for 10 minutes, and then you can shampoo and condition as usual. And I highly recommend it if you have like bleach, any sort of damaged hair. It really rebonds your hair and gives it like strength again. They also recommend washing with cold water as well as minimizing the use of heat. I noticed when I was at the salon, when they were drying my hair, they actually used like the cool setting on the hairdryer, which is really good, and so that really helps with hair that has gone through a lot of chemical processing. So every time I wash my hair, I try and do a hair mask, and I just learned this yesterday. So the steps are supposed to be like you shampoo your hair and then you do a hair mask and then you do a conditioner after that. I usually just assume that the mask would be the conditioner, but apparently like the conditioner really seals everything in, so you shouldn't skip that step. And then after I wash my hair, I usually put some kind of hair oil in my hair. I used to use the Moroccan oil. I'm just not that specific, but if you guys are interested, let me know in the comments below and I'll share my hair care routine with you guys. Overall, I'm super happy with how my hair turned out. The team at VEDREW did such a great job, so I highly recommend them. If you're in Melbourne, definitely check them out. If you're thinking of getting any hair color similar to mine or anything that requires bleaching, then VEDREW Salon is definitely one of the best places here in Melbourne that can do that, because they really know what they're doing and they pay a lot of attention to detail, and they do it in a way where they minimize the amount of damage that happens to your hair. So I can't say enough good things. I'm super happy with everything. Again, I'll list everything that I mentioned in the description bar below so you guys can check out. And if you have any questions, just leave it in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, so don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I upload every Wednesdays and Sundays and you guys don't want to miss out. And I will see you guys really soon. Bye! Oh my god, did I mess it up? And that guys, I suck at cutting hair. Don't move my head. This feels so weird. Oh.